This is one of my favorite mugs. Okay. All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, Fiona's on. Yay. Michelle. I'm not sure which Michelle, but yay. I'm so excited you guys are on here. What is the minimum cost what is the cost per month or minimum requirement monthly for being an advocate? Good question. That's actually in my notes. So I'm glad you asked that because it means I'm on the right track. So to be a wellness advocate, which is no different from being a wholesale customer, other than a wellness advocate has entered in their social security number, so that if they make an income, then it gets reported in for tax reasons, right? So that's really the only difference. And then they can enroll people. So a wholesale customer can't enroll people. They can't help people get enrollment. Only a wellness advocate can. As a wellness advocate, the minimum to earn your paychecks, to earn the commissions that you're eligible for, you do have to maintain 100 PV. And in order to earn a certain bonus, you have to do that as a loyalty rewards order. So, and it's smart. I mean, every order you should do as a loyalty rewards order anyways. But this is sort of really just a way of making sure that people are using our products, and that we're a product of the product, and that we're not just like trying to, be schemy or anything like that. So, plus, buying $100 worth of products should not be an issue, right? It's never for me, never has been. In fact, I had to set that as like my minimum or my maximum order when I first started because I wanted everything. So yeah, 100 PV is what you need to make sure is in your cart sort of at all times. Deb, I will answer you that question. That email was just for you. Everybody did not get an email who's on the call. If you got the email, yay. If you didn't get the email, don't worry. If you don't know what Deb is talking about. Yeah, and the challenge, yes, that's correct. Print it, and then you can text me a picture or send me an email with it, whichever is easier for you. And those of you who got the email know who I'm talking about. Jenny, yay, Jenny's on. Let's see. Okay, Kelly's on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started now. I see a lot of names popping up. I'm excited to see you all again. And I'm going to flip over to my notes. Keep the questions coming. If I didn't answer one of those correctly, then let me know. My notes are on this other page here. Okay. All right, so first of all, let me introduce myself. If I haven't met you already, I hope that I do in the near future. My name is Lacey Grimm, and I've been building with doTERRA for 6 years in January. I can't believe it's coming up on our anniversary. I enrolled the first week of January, and maybe January 15th, actually, or no, it must have been January 12th, something like that. But that means next month I'll get free peppermint when I do my renewal, so that's fun. But yeah, I've been building doTERRA for 6 years. It's been amazing. I won't give you the long story. I'll give you the short version. I built to silver and gold within a year, which was amazing. And then the next year was able to build to platinum, and to the level where my husband was able to sell his other business and do this with me full time. We went to convention. doTERRA's convention really changed his heart about doTERRA. I mean, he already loved the products, but when we went to convention, we met the farmers, and we met the corporate leaders, and just really fell in love with what this company is all about, from the product all the way to how we serve the world as a whole. So I'll get a little bit more into that later, but yeah, so we are very passionate about not just essential oils, but doTERRA and doTERRA essential oils, because it's so well aligned with what our core values are. So it's been really huge for us. It's been life-changing. So I'll remind you to keep answering these questions. I'll keep answering these questions. I'm kind of looking back and forth. I actually have set it up so I can see. So if you ask a question, you're welcome to interrupt me with that. But I'll try to stay on course. And I am going to try to keep it at about 30 minutes. I don't want to keep you all night, but pack it full of information. I talk very quickly often. So if I do that, then you're welcome to also comment and say, Lacey, slow it down. Which people do on the regular, but I also want to get all this to you. I'm very passionate about this topic, about building doTERRA. But I'm going to start by saying that with confidence, that if you're a motivated and confident individual who's willing to push yourself to grow and learn new things, you can also be successful with the doTERRA business. It is a wonderful, incredible adventure. What you really need to be successful are 3 characteristics: commitment, capability, and confidence. And I'm not going to elaborate too much on those right now. I'm just going to state those 3: commitment, capability, and confidence. And those are things you can write down if you want. But I just think it's important to know that that's what it takes to really build a successful business. And of course, you can improve on any 3 of those things at any time. So don't worry if you feel like you don't have one of those at the moment. You don't need pre-experience. So if some of you are here and you've never done network marketing, or you've never owned your own business, or you've never even used essential oils, you really don't even need that experience to get started, because we'll give you all the tools you need to learn all of those things. We have them. We have very effective systems in place to help you with all of those different things. So don't worry about that. And your story doesn't have to be the same as my story. It doesn't have to look anything like what my story looks like. In fact, you can use the framework and build your own beautiful and magnificent story. And maybe it'll be a little messy sometimes. Maybe it'll be better than my story. Maybe it'll be better than everybody's story. You could be triple presidential diamond in 2 years. There's just no telling. It's really all up to you. But it's very liberating to know that doTERRA is flexible like that, and that we can sort of write our own adventure using these same amazing tools and this beautiful company to partner with. Startup is very inexpensive. Michelle just asked a great question about that, what we need to order on a regular basis. We do need to order some oils. The nice thing is that when you buy these products, you're buying something that you're going to want to use and have in your home anyways. So startup is very inexpensive. You can start with a small kit. You can start with a giant kit if you really want to invest and have all of the products so that you can really dive in. But ultimately, that $100 order, 100 PV order every single month is something that isn't much of a commitment, because these products are amazing. And as soon as you start our supplements and you know, your kids are using the supplements and you're using the bath soap and the shampoo and the toothpaste, it really is a no-brainer to buy those products from doTERRA anyways. You don't need a degree, which I don't know if you've heard, but degrees are ridiculously expensive. Even since I graduated, which was in 2008, the price for an education has skyrocketed, and I thought the price back then was ridiculous. And I was able to get it down really cheap because I graduated as an adult, and you know, they gave me all kinds of special favors, and now I have this degree that I don't use, and it's lovely. And I can only imagine if I had that degree with debt and I wasn't using it, which I wouldn't be, because I'm a mom and I didn't have time for that. And you know, moms who work full time, I feel for them, and they are committed to that probably for more reasons than just student loans. But I will say that I'm very fortunate to not have them. And most people coming out of college do have them, and they're very expensive. But people, when they start new jobs, new careers, they often need them, right? Or they think they need them anyways. There's no storefront cost, which that kind of overhead is ridiculous. I have looked at that. That was actually before I started with doTERRA. That was something that I did do. I sold out of a sort of a warehouse type situation, and it was expensive, and it was overhead, and it was, you know, if I don't sell enough, it's not worth it. And also, not only did I not, you know, it was selling enough, but being there enough time. You have to be there, you know, it's like constant. If you're a store owner or a restaurant owner, or you name it, there's so much time. My goodness, we'll talk about that in a second. But no franchise fee with doTERRA. Like I said, the only cost is using your essential oils and paying for essential oils, which you should want to do anyways. I will say, if you get to a point where you're like, I could live without these oils, then this is probably not the business for you. I could not live without these oils. I would say this all the time, I would pay retail if I had to for doTERRA essential oils, as opposed to what else is on the market. Hands down, no questions asked. But I fortunately don't have to do that. The time investment. So this is where the bulk of your paycheck will come from. The bulk of the time investment is where the payoff comes for you. How many hours will you spend reaching out to people, calling people, following up? And the activities that you need to do to build a doTERRA business fall into 5 categories. Those include planning, inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. Okay? And we train you on each of these with the simplest training tools. So you don't have to remember that even right now. If you already know this, then you know this is true. All of the activities you do fall in these categories. And the training that we have makes this very simple and straightforward, and the systems in place make it so easy for you to step in and move forward. So that's what the investment looks like in terms of building a doTERRA business. Does anybody have any questions about, like realistically, how much time do we put in? And there's some other builders on the call tonight, and I would love for them to chime in too if they want to add anything in terms of what the time investment looks like. But one of my favorite things that when it comes to building doTERRA is the flexibility that I have for building this business when I want to and when I could. So when I started with doTERRA, I didn't have a lot of extra time just waiting for me to start a new business. I wasn't even looking to start a new business. It was just that these oils were incredible and I wanted to make sure everyone had them. So I started having classes and telling everyone and sort of prioritizing that. I also wanted to pay for my oils with my income because I wanted them all and I didn't want to have to feel guilt about that. But anyway, so yes, I spent just the nooks and the crannies. Deb has a question. What is the average amount of time each week that we need to set aside? That is a good question. And it really will depend on your goals in terms of how quickly you want to start earning income and how much income that you need to make, how much time you can set aside and carve out for your doTERRA business. I will say that to see sort of some massive results, if you can commit to 10 hours a week, that would be massive, massive. Huge. And there are some actual averages that help you kind of understand what those are. And I will pull those up at the end for you and share those with you. I should have probably had those visual aids for you guys. And maybe I can do that while we're on here. But that breaks it down. So if you can average 3 to 5 hours a week, you could get to the rank of elite in, I think it's 6 to 9 months is sort of, what is it? Is it 3 months? I can't remember. Now I need to pull it up for sure because I'm totally winging it. But that really breaks it down in terms of what you invest and what you should expect from that investment time-wise. That's really helpful to understand for sure. So I can't tell you across the board, but I can tell you that depending on what you want out of it, what you should put into it. Okay. So in a specific scenario, if somebody wanted to build to silver, which is an average rank of $1,200 a month or paycheck of $1,200 a month, I would say that they have to invest realistically, I believe it's 10 hours a week to get there within 9 months. Okay. So I'm a visual learner. So give me 1 second to pull up, because if you're like me, you're like, I just missed all of that. I don't know what she said. But I'm going to give you an example right now of where you can find such amazing information that helps it so that we can, like I said, these tools are just done and ready. And then on top of that, the training that our team has to invest or has invested and give you is incredible as well. So let me do a screen share. I've pulled it up so that we can really answer that question. Okay. All right. So if you can see that this is a diamond, this chart is to tell you the diamond or the rank averages that people earn based on their rank. So elite, I just mentioned, the average time to get to elite is about 3 months. And it says $365 a month is the average earnings for somebody who hits the rank of elite. Now, a premier is somebody who helps 2 people hit this rank executive, okay? And that's a total of $939 a month average income for premiers. And that average to get to that is about 6 months. And that's an average across the board. So this doesn't have an average like based on how many hours people are putting in. It's just an average of everyone who builds doTERRA. So people who have built really slowly versus people who have built really quickly, okay? And then for silver, to get to that rank I talked to you about, it says 18 months is the average. Oh, and income's higher than I thought it was, $2,300. That's great. And like I said, 18 months, again, an average of somebody is doing it slowly versus somebody who's doing it quickly. And it just goes up. Gold rank average is $4,875 a month. Platinum is $9,400, and diamond is $16,000. And these are spot on. For me, having hit all of these ranks, these numbers are exactly right with where we were in the scheme of. So when we first hit platinum, it was on the low end. But when we hit platinum later on, it was actually more towards this income. So you can see how that averages out. Okay. So now looking on, oh my goodness, the next jump up is $38,000 a month. And just for the record, yes, Drew and I are diamond, working towards blue diamond and even presidential diamond. So that's insane. And it's hard to even wrap my head around that sometimes, but we have now big goals, not just for financial income for ourselves, but for these big things that we want to do. So while that number is not something I would have fathomed even starting out with doTERRA, in fact, these numbers I didn't even fathom. I had never met anyone in network marketing who successfully built an income like these. So when we got to those points, I was a little stunned, but people do it on a regular basis. We had, I can't even remember, maybe 9 new silvers last month on our whole team, which is incredible. I mean, it's insane. And that is why I'm here tonight, because I want you all to know this is real. This is real. And if you're looking for financial freedom, then, and you love the oils, then jump in, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going down to the average times because that was your question. All right, here we are. So 3 to 5 hours a week. You can get to elite in 2 to 3 months. You can get to premier in 6 months. Personally enrolling one person or a few customers a month. Okay, great goal. I love that goal. I think when I started, this is really where I started out. Okay, supplement your income. Is that your goal, to earn this kind of monthly income? So 10 to 15 hours a week. And you can hit elite in 1 to 2 months. You could hit silver in 6 to 9 months. You could hit gold in 1 to 2 years. You can enroll 4+ customers and 1 builder a month. That's about average for these folks going at this speed. That's a great goal. And that, if that's what you want to put into it, you can do that. And then you have this third option of going basically full-time, 15 to 30 hours a week, enrolling 8+ customers, 2+ builders monthly. Elite, silver, diamond in 1 to 3 years. That's a massive goal, but people do it. And I've seen people do it, watch people do it. So there you go. That's your answer for that. I hope that helped. So now I can leave that up while I keep going actually, but I do want to see, I think somebody posted something. It's Javen Starnes. Hey, Javen Starnes. Okay, so I answered all our questions. If you guys need anything else, please, I can see the questions coming up again. So feel free to type those. Okay, all right, so time is what we put in, okay? But what we get out of that is also time freedom, because like I said, you can work, but you get to choose your own hours. And that's what I was saying when we started, is I was a busy mom. You know, my kids were very small when I started. My oldest, who's 14 now, so 6 years ago, she was 8. Oh, wow, that's sorry, that's kind of eye-opening. But anyways, so she was very small. My youngest wasn't even born yet. So, you know, I've been managing family, and we homeschool, so they're with me all the time. How do you make that work? And you find these times. It was nap time for me, and then it was again in the evening after they were in bed, and that's when I would fit in the work. And I really committed to smaller goals. I committed to having at least 2 classes a month. And then I upped that as I was seeing success. And as I started to commit more to my goals, I said, okay, 4 classes a month I can do. And this is something that you need to kind of iron out for yourself, and find what the right place to begin or to set your goals with is. Okay. So some of the perks of building doTERRA that I've already said: you get to serve others. If you help folks with oils, then you also give them a chance to enroll. They will do it. If you put our oils and our products on people and you give them an opportunity to experience how magnificent they are, and then enroll them and teach them more, you will see growth in your business, because people love these products and they're looking for other answers right now. People are sick of being sick, and people want to take control of their health. And they need help with that in a lot of cases. So we get to serve others that way. You get to build a community when you're working with doTERRA. You get to build a network of love that I honestly cannot even describe to you. We have the network and the family that we have now is extensive. I know that my doTERRA peeps are not just my work relationships, they're my friends, and they are with me on almost all of the journeys in my life and are supportive, and they just love me through everything. And so it's been amazing for us as a family to fall into this community. And then for you guys who maybe are newer, fortunately, you get to step into that tribe of incredible oil dorks and be a part of this vibrant and supportive community that will help you in so many ways, whether it's building a business, whether it's using oils. If your mom is sick and she lives in, Timbuktu, and there's another oil dork, they will bring oils to that person. It's just how we operate. We love helping and serving each other. And yeah, it's been really kind of humbling to be a part of that coming together. But I love our tribe, and you get to participate and take advantage of that as much as possible. The whole family can be a part of this journey. So I mentioned my oldest, now 14, was 8 when we started. She already, I could give you multiple examples, but she already gives me pointers on enrolling people and who to talk to, and she passes out samples, and she's ready to enroll and start building. And she's like, well, when can I start enrolling people? And the rule is 18. So anyway, but she has all kinds of plans. She loves the oil. She loves doTERRA. She loves sharing the oils with people, and it's hard not to love helping people. So my kids all do, and they love to make samples, and so that's been really fun. And they feel very empowered when they're sick. They go to the oil box and they get the oils they need. They're just very capable. And it's been beautiful to watch that be a part of our journey with doTERRA as well. Also, my husband loves the oils. Lots of men actually sell essential oils. And a lot of our leaders in doTERRA are men, which is cool, because that is not true in other network marketing companies that are very specifically for women. Or for one specific person in the family. So oils are for every single person who has a body, right? Everyone in the family benefits from essential oils. So that's huge. The market is huge. And the company is doing so much good. I mentioned that it aligns with our core family values. We work directly with farmers who create our beautiful oils, and we help them establish better lives for themselves and their families and their communities, also giving them reliable income and improving the land and giving them, a lot of times women, underappreciated people in the community, opportunities that they would not ever have otherwise. And watching some of those stories, you can go to source2u.com and learn and meet some of our farmers and kind of familiarize yourself with what co-impact sourcing means, and just the depth of the sustainability and the impact that we're having on these places that are even remote, sometimes dangerous places in the world, like Somalia is where we get our frankincense. And we go in there and we just transform their situations. And it's really powerful and meaningful. And it's hard to not be moved when you get familiar with that and feel good about what we're doing on our end, helping other people find health solutions. So everyone in the model is benefiting. I love it. And our oils are amazing. They're beyond organic. They're super pure. They work better than any other essential oils on the market. And you can feel good knowing that the people who buy from you are going to get the best product that's out there. And also the best customer service, because they're going to be working with you, and they're going to get doTERRA's customer service, which is also amazing. So lots of little perks. And then also we're associated with Healing Hands. So you may have a charitable organization that is close to your heart, near and dear to you, and that you are moved to work with and volunteer for. And Healing Hands loves partnering with wellness advocates to help them in any way possible. So one of our builders, Robin, I don't know if she hopped on tonight or not. Kelly is her sister-in-law, and she's on the call tonight. But she ended up getting what was the total? It was $1,600. No, it was double that, right? Kelly can help me out. I don't remember my numbers very well. But a substantial amount of oils for a facility in her area in San Diego through the Oil Dorks banded together. Okay, so it was 1,800 in total donations from us, from her doTERRA Oil Dorks family, and then doTERRA matched that with $1,800 worth of products. And so she gifted that to a facility that works with victims of the sex trafficking epidemic. They're coming out, they're trying to get reestablished in society, and this facility gives them resources, and one of those things now is essential oils that they get to use for their health, for their emotions. I mean, it's just an incredible thing. It's beautiful, beautiful. And Robin is able to go in there and teach them how to use the oils effectively, and just what an amazing thing. Can you imagine going through regular life without them, and then you have this extreme situation, trauma, and you get these tools. But anyways, all kinds of different charitable organizations like that partnering with wellness advocates to be able to help in a really big way, whether it's financially. Crystal, our upline, partnered with Healing Hands to donate $20,000 in cash to an orphanage in Tanzania, where they built facilities for these kids where things were falling down. They built a school. So really, really powerful things that we get to connect with and help with through Healing Hands. So really massive. Okay, so I'm kind of rambling, but does anybody have any questions before I go on? You guys are good learners, fast learners. Anything about like the nitpicky stuff, which you don't have to worry about too much. We will step you through all those hoops when it makes sense. And that's what I want to tell you about next. This is exciting. So if all of this sounds good to you, please say something in the chat. Tell me whether you're excited or not. I'd love to see and read what you're thinking about all of this. And also, you're all invited to participate in an upcoming business building challenge where we'll spend 6 weeks immersing you in the doTERRA building training and kind of culture, really. You'll learn about those 5 categories I mentioned, and you'll receive thorough training on each, mentoring, you'll get assignments, and you'll have challenges. You can take this program and run at the speed that you want to go. So we will encourage you to push a little bit further maybe than you might on your own, but we respect the place that everyone is in individually. And we will use this space as a way to teach you how to be as effective as possible with the time you do have to invest. Yay, Teresa says she's super excited. Yes, Teresa, of course. Fiona, yes, it is a great opportunity. I'm so glad you're on the call. Okay, so that's really all I was going to share with you tonight. It's not really huge, but it is. It's very exciting. I am really looking forward to it. It sounds wonderful. Yay, good. So before we leave, I want you to share in the comments if you'd like to be in on this, and one reason that you'd want to build your own doTERRA business. Okay, so put that in the comments really quick. I love seeing what motivates you guys, what's exciting for you. I'm very excited. I wanted to try to commit to 10 hours a week. Deb, oh my word, I need help and encouragement because of dealing with my husband's cancer. I know. I'm excited. Oh, yay. Well, Deb, I'm thrilled. I want to see you take off with this. I know you love the oils. You're an awesome fit. All right, so keep comments coming in. I love reading these things. But one last thing, secondly, and you might need a pen and paper really quick. I'm going to take a sip of my tea while I'm waiting for you. If you have your phones handy, you can do this right now. I want you to text the word HOPE, just HOPE, to me at 336-221-3785. I'll put that in the chat for you. And that's for if you're wanting to jump in on this challenge with us, this program. Sandra, yay! I think you can totally make this work around your needs. Teresa, my husband recently can't work anymore due to a major health crisis. Ooh, yeah, my goal is to replace an income. I love the oils and use them daily. I love that. Yes, I know. That's super. I mean, we all get stuck in life with these things, and it's nice when we can have a little bit more control over our situation. Yay, Fiona. I know you're in, woman. All right. Yay. Lori, I want to try. All right. I like it, Lori. Okay. So did you get that phone number, everybody? I've seen some. Oh, yay. I already got some texts. Awesome. So you should be getting a form to fill out if you sent me that text. Awesome. Okay. So we'll keep you posted with the text line on the next steps for our 6-week program. And there will be a Facebook group set up for that too, and we'll open that soon. But this program will run through the end of February, and starting in January 15th is really our start date for this program. So we have a couple weeks to kind of rev up for it, and I'll probably give you maybe a few small assignments ahead of time, but really I just want you to kind of wrap your head around it and start to commit to the idea of putting into your business this time that you deserve, and for your own success in the future. And really just thinking about, what do you want out of 2019? I know sometimes we kind of get caught up with the day-to-day and we forget to think about, what is it that we really want? What is it that we really hope to do? What impact do we want to have on the world around us? So I really want to encourage you to think about those things for the next couple of weeks. How do we keep up with it? And the 444. Oh, that's separate, Sandra. That's just between you and Lori. We can answer that more later, but I think they'll be fine. You can just combine your efforts for both of those. Okay. Okay. All right. And then I also will encourage you, I will try to post this recording as soon as possible. If you have anyone on your teams already who should jump in on this, then feel free to share this message with them. Or if there's somebody brand new even that you know would really benefit from this opportunity, maybe they don't even have oils yet. Maybe they can't afford oils and they keep putting it off. You can earn your oils for free by building doTERRA. And that's one of the beautiful things. What other healthcare can you do that with? Nothing. There's no other healthcare you can earn for free by helping others get their hands on them. I mean, it's just not a thing, right? So it's important to kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, so if you have anybody pops into your head as someone who should jump in with this, then feel free to share this message with them as well. Oh, Barbara, 20 hours a week. I love that. You need to get classes going before. Yes, you do. Are you able to do a quick screenshot of attendance and post in Silvers? Oh, yeah, I can do that. I think. Maybe. Okay, I got to turn off my screen share. Were you guys reading my notes with me? Did I do that? No, I don't think I did. Okay. All right, so yeah, I hope you guys are all inspired. I love sharing this business with people. I love building with people. I love watching people achieve what they want out of their lives and their finances, and just getting sort of what they want. I mean, sometimes we put that on the back burner, but this is a way that we can help others and get what we want at the same time. All right, I'm screenshotting here for Kelly. Okay. All right. Well, everyone who's on here, thank you so much for joining in. Of course, if you have any questions, you just go ahead and let me know. You can actually text them to that same line. Are you able to do? Okay. All right. I'm up to date, I think, with all the questions. All right, all. Have a great night, and I look forward to doing all of this with you. Yeah. Cheers. Happy New Year.